Alrighty guys, welcome to the vlog. I have a huge mess here, and that's because I got my two new Detolf set up from IKEA. Looking pretty good. I do have my helmet display there too, pretty cool. But yeah, we got two brand new Detolfs. So I gotta get this filled up. We gotta, fill these up. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do for each one, but we're gonna try our best and see what we can do. I think first thing we're gonna start off with is clearing off some of these figures off the top here, like the Master Chiefs, Marty McFly, Avatar stuff. Just some of those figures, and get them into probably a bottom shelf. They're they're great figures, but I think they're kind of like the sequel trilogy. They're bottom shelves. They're cool, but they're not main attractions, I guess you could say. Alrighty, so we got the first one set up. We do have the Avatar figs there and the Spartan figs there. So liking how that came out. Definitely fill that up more with more Avatar and Spartan figs in the future. But for right now, that's how it's going to be. They're just kind of chilling in there. Alrighty guys, so I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of what we've got. So to start, this is our Cantina display from before. We actually moved the Boba Fett's throne out of there now that we have more room for it. And we actually inserted some Cantina chairs, which I just recently printed. You guys will definitely see more about those in a future video. But yeah, looking super nice there. I cannot wait to expand this Cantina scene a little bit more, but I like how it's going. Don't have a bartender, and I don't have room for Kanan, so he's the bartender. We do have... This was our prequel display before, but we've moved some figures around, so this one's kind of bare and empty, so we'll find something else to do with this. But for right now, this one might just turn into like a villain's shelf or something. I'm not really sure, but we need to find something to do with that. Going up to the top of this one, we do have the March on the Temple. This one's going to be pretty cool, I think. We will print out the actual files for this, and I think it's going to be really cool. Definitely an awesome display. And moving down from there, we do have one of my favorites as well. This one will end up being Jabba's Palace. Jabba's Palace is pretty big, and I do want to print the entire thing. So depending on space, this one might get moved up to the top of the shelf. I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's what this one might turn into. You guys probably recognize this display from a few videos ago. That is the Camino landing pad. So this one is going to be an episode 2 display. It will be the Geonosian Arena on the bottom here, so I will print out some, like, the pillars and some different, like, gates and stuff for the Geonosian Arena. So we'll have that battle on the bottom there, and then the, like, Jango Obi-Wan battle on the landing pad. So that one's going to be pretty cool. Really happy about how this one's going to turn out. I'm really excited for that one. Moving down, empty case. Don't know what I'm putting there yet, but I'll find something to put in there. That one is the... We already went over that one. So going up from there, we do have... my favorite scene in all of Star Wars, the Bespin duel. Really, really happy I got this one. This one is going to be its own case because it's so awesome. It deserves its own case. I wanted to make a custom, like, Fallen Order layout here, so this one's going to be pretty cool. I'm also going to print something out for this to spice it up a little bit, but yeah, looks pretty cool. And then this one is also empty, so I'll find something to do with that one as well. But right now we're working with 2 empty cases. This one, which is pretty much empty because, there's a few figures in there, but nothing really displayed in there. And then the top of this. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff planned and a lot of stuff to print to make this awesome, but we will see, and I'll definitely bring you guys along for the journey. I do have a big mess here as well, but we'll figure that out later. I do kind of want to give Bad Batch their own shelf, just because they're in the Clone Wars shelf, which I need to rearrange. But they're in the Clone Wars shelf here, and they're just kind of trapped on the side there. Omega isn't even in the shelf. So, I'll figure something out for that, but I do wish... I do think that they should get their own shelf. So we will see. Maybe they'll end up getting their own shelf. And, we'll go. We do have our OT shelf here, which I'll probably end up spreading out. I do want to put maybe Boss and Gregor in the Bad Batch shelf, and then once the rest of... And so, yeah, so maybe they will go in the I guess, what do you call it? The Bad Batch shelf. And from there, I don't really know. Maybe I'll expand the original trilogy shelf a little bit. Obviously, I think some of these figures are going to be going in other places. Like, I think Jedi Knight Luke there is going to be going in with the Jabba's Palace display. Stuff like that. I think Cal's probably going to go in with the Fallen Order display. Forda will be in with the Clone Wars display probably. Yeah, shout out to I believe it was Commander Cook who sent me. Maybe it was Commander Doom. It was something like that. I do apologize if I don't remember your username exactly, but he did send me a custom Fordo, and it looks so much better than Hasbro's official one. So loving that. I do have quite a few bounty hunters. We have Bosk, 2 Bobas, and now we do have Dengar, which is on the thing right there. So, you know, the only ones I really need for the original Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters are Forlom and Zuckuss, which are pretty cheap on Amazon, so I'm thinking about maybe doing a bounty hunter display. We will see. Like I said, we got plenty of options. We just got to mess around, move some stuff around, and see how it comes out. Alrighty guys, so we do have a few figures to unbox today. We do have Dengar from last week's vlog we have to open, and we also just picked up the Mandalorian Death Watch, or Death Watch Mandalorian, whatever you want to call him. This one is from the brand new wave. I believe that is wave 30, I want to say wave 32 or wave 33, one of the two. I cannot remember, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've seen these figures in stores. I know I saw them a few months ago, and actually in Walgreens. So I did pick up Ahsoka and Echo, but those are the only two I actually found. So I did end up ordering Omega on Dork side, I believe, and then now I have this one. So the client is the last one I still need. I did end up finding him at GameStop a few weeks ago, and I put him back. So I don't know if I really want the client. I might end up picking him up, but if not, I'll probably wait for him to go on sale. Anyway, let's go ahead and open these figures up. I think we're going to start with Dengar first. So this is archive packaging. So like I said, it is kind of hard to open. I do try to salvage my packaging as much as possible. So there is like a nice technique that you can use to save these packages as much as possible. Like so. So, you know, just enough to pull out the figure, and then the bubble and everything is still intact. So pretty cool. Pull him out. Just have backpack and then 2 blasters as well. Pretty cool. Nice nice figure. Can't wait to get him set up. So yeah, honestly, this is kind of a bulkier figure, to be honest, at least compared to some of the other figures today. I think Hasbro could consider this a deluxe figure. I mean, I don't want to give them any ideas, but like, this is a pretty bulky figure, and by today's standards, I think they could consider him a deluxe figure, which again, I really don't like. I don't like them making random figures deluxe figures, but I think they probably could if they wanted to. This figure is incredible though, I'm not gonna lie. Look at his face. Looking nice. He does have the gashes and wounds there on his face. Looking pretty cool. He does have the 2 blasters. 1 pistol that goes on his hip. See if we can actually get it in the holster there. Looking nice. And then he does have his long rifle. Pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm definitely loving how he looks. And I still do need Forlom and Zuckuss, but after Forlom and Zuckuss, I will have all of the Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters. So maybe I'll make some kind of bounty hunter display, because I think that would be super cool. But yeah, this figure is pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. I know he was super expensive. Wow, I just like threw him. As I was saying, I think he was getting pretty expensive on the aftermarket before they archived him. He was up in the hundreds, so it's nice to finally get a cheap version. And so now I'll definitely have to go and pick up Forlom and Zuckuss. I do believe they're both still in stock on Amazon, so I'll probably have to pick them up. But yeah, Dengar's looking pretty nice. And we do have the Mandalorian Loyalist as well. This is one that I was actually really excited for. I know back when Mando Season 1 dropped, I really wanted a figure of this, and I'm super glad they finally made it. It did take me a little while to get around to actually picking it up. But yeah, nice to finally have him. Oh, dropped his jetpack there. But he does come with the 2 blasters. This one does look like it's taped in pretty well, but doesn't stop me. Put that piece of tape back on here. And there we go. Let's get this back in the box here. And then, yeah, now we have the figure. I do believe that this is the Boba Fett head sculpt, so that's pretty nice that they, No, this is actually a brand new head sculpt because it doesn't have the dent. That is pretty cool. So this one would be great for a Jango Fett, maybe? I don't know for sure. But yeah, this is looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and throw his jetpack on. His jetpack is also a brand new mold. Yeah, I think this is a brand new mold head to toe, which is pretty nice. He does have the holes in the jetpack for the blast effects, if you did want that. He also does have this holster that you can put his blaster in. So let's go ahead and do that, if I can fit it in there. There we go. If I can actually close it. There we go. And then he does have his rifle. His arm is very loose. It's interesting. I don't know. It's just something I noticed. But yeah, this is a pretty nice looking figure. And of course, it's like a Death Watch Mandalorian. It just looks awesome. And there we go. We got him holding the blaster as well. This is a pretty nice figure all the way around. I'm not going to lie. I loved him in the show, and I'm glad we finally got a figure of him. He's a pretty nice army builder as well. So yeah, pretty cool overall. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy, the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.